I'm being humbled again, and I listened to L2Survive's channel with Paul, I won't say his last name right, the guy, the Back to Eden guy, and he just kept saying, you know, pray, ask God for the answer. And I knew this. I've known this for a long time, and I don't do it still. I mean, not like I should. And I've been grieving. We have patches like that all over the place. Several that we've piled up, and we've been pricing, buying a mulcher or chipper ourselves, renting one, and we don't want to rent one until we have everything ready, so that while we have it, we get the most effective use of its time. We're not chainsawing and getting things ready to go in it, just, you know, have that all ready. And to even hiring people to come out here and do that. And our budget is really tight right now. Until we sell our other property, we're in debt again. And it's, anyway, you can probably picture the struggles and the debate, you know, how much is this going to cost, how much is that going to cost. And I've been grieving that I didn't have mulch for my garden. And my garden is going to be here. I've decided this is going to be my permanent garden spot. And I'm going to grow in the ground, not the containers. The containers are high maintenance. A lot of watering is involved with that. And I want to get away from high maintenance and watering if I can get away with that. You know, there's going to be some, but I'm out here once, even twice a day. It's so hot, and these buckets dry out very fast. The roots are literally getting cooked. So, anyway, working on the chicken coop. So before we started the assembly of the metal shed, my husband brought the tractor and tried to level the ground out some, so he had those piles there and had some stuff over here. And I was kind of waiting on him doing something. I was assisting him. He was supposed to be helping me, but it was more like I was helping him, and he did it. But I got to looking down, and I realized, wait a minute, this is all mulch. Now I've already raked a lot of this, but it was like this. And I have acres and acres of this stuff. Another pile of wood, another one, and there's some more down that way, and you see logs have been just pushed off to the side, and trees that are dying or need to be cut down before they fall down. Hate for that to fall on our chicken coop. Got more wood over there, and all of this was covered in mulch. Natural, usable, non-toxic, no chemicals of any sort have been sprayed out here. And in fact, for ants, I've been using the little bait thing, so it's like not even that stuff. So all this was mulch I can use right now, and it just did not occur to me for almost a year now. Where am I going to get mulch? It's like all this stuff is just sitting here, acres and acres of it, all over. I can just that's going to get cleared eventually, and that coop will get expanded, as well as this coop will get expanded, and all this mulch get cut down. I'll come in with the limb loppers and start taking down some of the smaller trees. But you know, sometimes we can't see something when it's right there in front of you, because we're so used to going out and buying or doing things a certain way that we don't realize it's already done for us in a different way. It's not perfect mulch like you buy in a bag and everything's been kind of homogenized. This is all different leaves. It's got wild grape leaves, it has oak leaves, it has twigs from both of those plants. Hickory's right there. I think that's a dogwood over there. And some other trees that I don't know what they are. So this is not homogenized, which is what you don't want. You want things, you want things to be a variety of things to get things into your soil. So anyway, I just got really excited, and while he was doing stuff and I wasn't able to assist him much, I was getting these little rolling garden cart that I had, and was hauling and doing one tree at a time, and got 6 of the 7 done. But there it was, right in front of me. So that and using the clay has just really encouraged me, made me feel a little better. So enough about mulch. Check around. It just if your neighbors aren't spraying and they're bagging up bags of leaves to be taken to the dump, they'll be happy for you to take it, you know. Look around. It's not as complicated as we make things, or at least I make things. This is mulch from around the new chicken coop, and it's all different sizes. I'm not worried about it breaking down evenly, and as it breaks down I'll get some more, and it's already flattened out a good bit. This certainly did flatten out a lot, and I have not watered these trees, and it's not rained much this whole week. So I'm up here watering, and this is how, oops, it tilted over. My husband just added the straw, and this one kept falling over. The bamboo stake in there, I guess, broke, or I didn't have it deep enough. So I finally got another stake in there and got it propped up. This is one of the 2 pomegranates, and no fruit this year. And I definitely want to come in here and start pruning, but I'm going to wait. I'm not ready to do Paul's method yet, but I'm going to. And this is the other pomegranate tree, which seems to be doing very well. I'm trying to remove the little suckers at the bottom, definitely keeping those cut off. So I'll come out here with some tools and do that later. Ooh. Five Line Skink, I believe. And this is commonly called pigweed, and it's an Amaranthus. I need to identify these. It's kind of a neat plant. It's not a pine, and they blossom with these little yellow flowers on the tips, on the tops of that. You can see the yellow, but I think they bloom, I can't remember if it's in the morning or dusk, but you can see some of the yellow on this one. So I got to identify that. And that apple tree and the plum tree were not doing too well. So I got them mulched right away when I noticed that. And they're going to get a good watering today. I checked the local weather, and even if it says it's going to rain, it may not rain enough, so I just go ahead and take care of it when I can. But this whole area is getting reclaimed by vegetation. Wireweed, pretty plant. I am still working on learning what's what, and then finding out what uses they may or may not have. And I've been cutting down small pines, giving it to our goats, which in the fall, I was hoping to move them during the winter, but finances and time. Story of everyone's life, right? Ragweed. Heard about it all my life and didn't know what it was until a year or 2 ago. And the goats love it, as long as I cut it off for them. I don't know what this tall one is. Looks like this one's about to bloom and seed. This is Dogfennel. I don't know what this little tree of heaven? No, I need to look that up. Anyway, more Dogfennel. And the goats pull it over and eat what they can. But this is where the rain takes their manure. And you see how nice this stuff grows over here. So I need to channel that toward the other stuff. But they got to move because that's going to be my orchard. Other plants are going to go there. Not a chestnut, they get too big, but some more fruit trees. A couple of weeks ago, this plum tree was looking very bad. Now look at it. It looks like it's spring, and it just started budding again. So you can tell the difference between the leaves that survived. But everything out on the limbs are all new leaves. So mulching has made a big impact, and my lack of watering, of course. I don't want to have to water it so much. This apple tree, Pink Lady, did the best of the three trees that were up here, another Pink Lady and a Plum Tree, because this gets shade. It's already noon, and it's still in the shade, but this shade is going to move off of it. But here's the mulch. And I was bringing the mulch, the chicken coops are right through that gate over there. So I was hauling it over here, one plant load at a time. So next time I will use my wagon and buckets and bring several loads at one time. And normally there was a barbed wire fence right here and a post which needs to get back up. But it worked for me to come through here and down here and get the mulch and the straw my husband brought today, because I hadn't gotten to that yet. And I know that we're told we're not supposed to put mulch right up against the tree, that we're supposed to have a little air area, but in nature it doesn't happen that way. In fact, a lot of trees may get a whole bunch, depending on how it's located and the slope of water. It will get a whole bunch just butted up on a side, and it's fine. So I'm questioning a lot of things, even more so than I normally do, especially things about gardening, and trying things that aren't recommended, or just, supposed to do it differently. But I'm going to go ahead and try different stuff and see what works. I would hate to lose a fruit tree, because these are expensive investments. I'd like to start everything from seed, but I'm not young. I'm not 20. And as in the previous video, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. Well, it's this year for me, because the second best time is right now. And I want to plant some more of the chestnut trees. I think I've lost most of the figs except for one of the 6 figs that I put out. I have not even checked the side of the property, those the trees over there, or the fig trees or the chestnut trees over there. But I'm not giving up. And in the fall, I'm going to plant more trees, and I'm going to invest some money and order some trees and get them planted, so the watering isn't as intensive for me. And stuff like this. That's it. I should come in here and just get that all the way off. But cut those off. And what I can do with my hands, I'll do with my hands like Paul does, because sometimes you just got to feel. And like he says, it's kind of an art. It's more of an art form than an actual, this is how you do it. There's some general guidelines, but a lot of those are can be discounted during different situations. So we'll see. And the thing is to get it to, I shouldn't have let that get so big. But that's been in the last week or so, since I mulched. Wild grapes. I'm not sure if they're muscadines or scuppernongs. I've only noticed muscadines, the ones that turn purple. And these are some huge blackberry canes. I went ahead, this is from previous years, it's already died out. But there's some serious blackberry canes. I came in here with a limb lopper and took them down. I wish I had a nice place to make a nice patch. And it's not a bad idea. I didn't get the ones that's going to be on the fence line because they're a nice deterrent and they provide food. Maybe not these this year. I wouldn't mind having a nice little arbor up here, a welcoming sign. Maybe, we'll see. Better than the danger, enter at your own risk sign that was up here. Let's see if I can see some grapes over there. But they're not growing very fast. I don't water these. And there is one down there that I do water. I think that's a wild cherry. I don't care for those. And these pines will have to go. I'm still not 100% sure on the identity of the variety of this tree. Huh, okay, it's soft now. Not very big. Someone had called it, and it looks close because the blooms definitely look the same. Blackthorn, I believe. Oh gosh, it is sour. I'm not eating it. I just took a bite and got some of the juice. Oh my gosh. Reminds me of a plum. Still not quite ready. If it ever sweetens, I don't know. But I think I will let this be. And the other trees may get taken out. We don't need any more oaks or hickories. Especially not ones not big enough to tap. Now, I plan on doing something with this area besides putting more trees that way. And Paul says that everything should be at least 15 feet apart, which I don't have. So later I may have difficulty walking between these trees if they develop like his did. And basically go over almost like a bonsai. Which is fine, I'll deal with it and I'd have to stay skinny. Oh yeah. But I still want to do something on the ground here. And I don't mind the wild stuff taking over and doing what they need to do to condition the soil here. And eventually it's going to get compost, paper, compost, mulch. So, and I do plan on planting other food crops in here, strawberries at the very least, and see how that goes. See? Doesn't look too bad from up here.